Chad-Magendanz, representative from the 5th Legislative District in Issaquah. I'm past president of the Issaquah School Board.
Hi, I'm Cathy-Dahlquist, and I represent the 31st Legislative District, which is Southeast King County and East Pierce County. And my background in education first comes from being a mom. I think all parents are the primary educators of their children. But I got involved with my kids' education and was on the Enumclaw School Board. So that's my background. I'm currently the ranking member in the House of the Education Committee.
Hi, I'm jt-Wilcox. I represent the 2nd Legislative District, and I went to Yelm High School, same district that I represent.
Who was your most influential teacher and why?
Well, it'd be easy to say my father or my sister. They're both public school teachers, but really the teacher who impacted me most was my 8th grade math teacher. And that was a different era back then. We had an advanced math group, and there were 2 kids in our class. You just don't see that today. But with that kind of individualized attention, we made amazing strides. And the thing that he did, apart from that individualized attention, was he brought technology into the classroom for the first time. He went out and he got this old TRS-80 at Radio Shack and brought it into the classroom, and with a little cassette deck for data storage, we all learned how to program a computer for the first time. And it totally changed the direction in my life.
This brings just great memories, and I'll tell you why. Her name was Mrs. Stewart, and she was my 3rd grade teacher and at Catherine Carpenter Elementary School. And what I remember most about Mrs. Stewart is that she was so compassionate. She inspired us to learn through motivating us because you knew she cared about us. And that was just the best thing about Mrs. Stewart. I mean, she could bring anything out in any one of us, and she made us all feel like we were the most important student in the class. I know that's how I felt, and I'm sure my classmates all felt the same way.
Well, first of all, my favorite teacher is my wife, Kathy, who is a 6th grade teacher. But the most influential teacher when I was in school would have to be Ed Berg. Ed has been teaching for more than 30 years now. I knew him when he was a young teacher who taught history and civics. He's taught all of my 3 children. He's still there at Yelm. In fact, he's an institution. And what Ed did is he made sure that everybody understood that being a citizen is important, and it's interesting, and it's fun. And he made people blossom, people that you would not expect to be interested in politics, government, current affairs in high school. And what a gift that has been for 30 years and thousands of kids that have gone through Yelm High School.
What impact did they have on your life and career?
I went a technological path, went on to Cornell University, went into the Navy as a nuclear submarine officer where we were using technology all the time. But where it really impacted me most was when I got that first job at Microsoft. And I've been at Microsoft either as a full-timer or a contractor for 18 years now, and I just love the industry. It's been fantastic to be a software developer over the last few decades, and I credit it all to Mr. Reuter, who I actually called last year during Teacher Appreciation Week. He's in his 80s now, but he is as lucid as ever, and he's still involved in the community.
I think about her a lot. She died probably about 15 years ago. I would send her notes. Every couple of years I would think about her and send her a note, and she was an amazing woman. And probably the most impact that she had was just remembering the most important thing about teaching children is teaching them through love and compassion and caring about them. So I really appreciate teachers who can always do that, who bring that piece to the classroom, who make every child feel like an individual and feel special.
I'm interested in politics because of Ed, and interested in government, and also, in examining things for what's best. Where do the facts lead you, not, simply for ideology.
What one thing would you like today's teachers to know?
I want teachers to know the impact that they have. They may not hear it from every student that comes through, and I know that some of us are particularly challenging, but the impact they have, it's so far-reaching. Every life is impacted in some way by one of those influential teachers. And it's more than just the kids who benefit. It's our kids and our grandkids. It's our businesses that are learning skills that may not be tested in that high-stakes exam, but are just as important for our success as a state and as a nation. You have an amazing impact, and you really deserve a lot of credit for the piece of yourself that you leave with every student that comes to your classroom.
Just bring yourself, bring what you have in your heart, give that to kids, and let them know that you care about them, because many of them don't have a lot of people who care about them. But when they come to school, that's their safe place. And thanks so much for doing what they do every single day and caring about kids. So that's what I would ask them to do.
Unfortunately, education has become so politicized, but fundamentally I think parents, kids, politicians, when they're thinking hard about this, understand teachers are among the most important people in our society, and we appreciate them. There are so many great teachers, and the news is always full of the bad stuff, but we all know that almost every teacher out there is a caring person who's dedicated to what they're doing and doing their best. And I know that because I'm married to one.